this year. The MP for Ipswich this afternoon asked in Parliament what steps are being taken to protect people from unsafe cladding. Tom Hunt joins me now. Thanks for joining us, Tom. Listening to that's no way to live, is it?
No, and I can understand why it's difficult for Patterson Road residents, having to live behind that material. I would say the material being used is slightly better than the shrink wrap that was used in St Francis Tower. Right. So it lets in a little bit of natural light, unlike the shrink wrap, which lets in virtually none at St Francis Tower. But look, it is difficult. We've known for some time that that's going to be put up on the buildings of Patterson Road. It is necessary for these works to be carried out to make the buildings safe, but every step should be taken to get the works done as quickly as possible, but also to deliver it to a certain standard that minimises the negative impact that it has on people's lives, quality of life. Did you get any answers today? The key thing I was asking about today, though, is a whole new regulatory framework. We see over Ipswich many examples of freeholders and agents not acting in a way that I think respects their duty of care towards residents. I think we can see that at St Francis Tower, where we've had hundreds of people living behind that shrink wrap now for over a year. It's got to the point now where I'd love to provide you with a full update on St Francis Tower, but I can't. And one of the reasons for that is that the agent in question has stopped replying to my emails.
Right. Okay.
So that's how bad things have got there. That you think it feels as though there's a company that thinks it can behave with impunity, and as it stands, the law at the moment doesn't prevent that. And I think that we've got to put in place a regulatory framework that ensures better accountability, and there's clear standards that must be met. And if they're not met, there's some kind of an outcome to that. There isn't at the moment.
Okay. I mean, the residents we've just heard from living in flats, with the plastic wrapping, but some residents in Ipswich have had to leave their flats entirely as they're not safe. What can be done to help them?
Well, I think that the main example there is Cardinal Lofts, where on the top 3 floors, we've had residents have to move, and they're in temporary accommodation. They had one night in Gainsborough Sports Centre overnight, I believe. Again, we had, in my view, a freeholder and an agent who acted in the wrong way. There was a ventilation issue that was been known about for a number of years, and action wasn't taken the moment that issue was found. If it had been, we wouldn't be in this position, and it would have been resolved by now. So that's what I was calling on the government, is we've got to have a regulation in place to ensure that freeholders, building agents, aren't able to behave with impunity. And if they do behave in a way which is wrong, there's a consequence to that.
Is that how we move forward?
I think it's a huge part of how we move forward. Because, I thought, particularly with St Francis Tower, I thought that, even as a member of Parliament, at times I feel powerless. And if I feel powerless, I don't know how residents who are living in total darkness and have been for over a year feel.
No.
And it's just wrong. It's wrong that what's happened at St Francis Tower is illegal. It shouldn't be legal. It should be illegal. You'd assume that human beings living in those kind of conditions wouldn't be legal. I would have thought it wouldn't have been legal. Apparently, it is.
No, it's shocking. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, though, to tell us more. That's Tom Hunt, MP for Ipswich.